Okay, the motion is adopted.
The resolution passed with no debate on the final day of the Liberal convention.
There is a problem, and it's essential to us, to our democracy, that it must be addressed.
But what Liberal members voted is now raising alarm bells.
It's a dangerous proposal. It's one that we would see, I think, in far more repressive regimes. It isn't appropriate in a country like Canada.
The policy resolution requests the government explore options to hold online information services accountable for the veracity of material published on their platforms and to limit publication only to material whose sources can be traced. The Liberal Party member who wrote the proposal says her goal was to target disinformation posted anonymously online.
I'm not asking journalists to reveal their own, private sources, but the journalist has to be accountable for what their sources give them.
She says she's not concerned about what she calls reputable journalists, but that doesn't comfort critics.
It's not up to the government to decide who's a good journalist and who's a bad journalist and establish new standards or new regulations to those journalists that are seen as not good.
On Parliament Hill, the Conservative Heritage critic called the Liberal resolution disheartening.
I truly believe that as Canadians, we have to hold one another accountable. The moment we invite the state to do that or mandate that the state should do that, we now have state-run media. We now have state censorship. The state will determine what is true and what is not true.
The resolution is non-binding, which means the government has the option of ignoring it altogether. The Heritage Minister's office said that the Liberal government will never implement a policy that limits freedom of the press, but wouldn't say if it will outright reject the proposal. Ashley Burke, CBC News, Ottawa.